Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Colonel's Corner. I'm here today to discuss in brief the issue of Captain Cummings versus B. Claymore, and how a gross injustice has been done, I should say. Now, this all started, of course, when Captain Cummings violently assaulted, with words, B. Claymore on the street. He just accosted him out of nowhere, and the video evidence, I'm sure, would prove this to be true if there was any video evidence that we could believe. Now, of course, that video that Captain Cummings has clearly been doctored to show B. Claymore to be the bad guy, somehow. So let's give a little bit of background here for some of the viewers who may not know what's going on. So what happened is B. Claymore gracefully ran a Kickstarter campaign, and there's been a couple of issues going on, and it's lasted a couple of years, but basically what has happened is Captain Cummings has given some money to this, and then basically from day one has been harassing him to get the money back. That's my understanding of it anyway. I've done almost no research, mind you, except for watching the video and reading B. Claymore's tweets, and that's what I've gotten from it anyway. So basically, we've got B. Claymore standing on the street, minding his own business, mind you, and there we have Captain Cummings walking down the street, and Captain, of course, he's got the hateful look in his eye. We all know that look, don't we? We've seen it in comic skaters and other bigots as we've walked down the street. I know I get it almost every day. That's why I wear these goggles, so they can't see the fear in my eyes. Anyway, basically, he's just minding his own business, but he thinks, I'm going to stand up to this bigot, and I'm going to talk to him about what's going on, because he won't answer any of my messages. I just want to refund him his money, just get him off my back. So anyway, B. Claymore, minding his own business, he leans and gets in Captain Cummings' way, and basically just starts talking to him, just politely asking him, what's your problem with me? Why do you keep demanding this money back? And of course, Captain gets completely, you know how he gets all crazy. And, he's got his wife there. She's having to hold him back. I mean, that's what I think anyway. I can't really see because he's the one holding the camera. But yeah, so he's rabid, of course, and B. Claymore is there standing his ground like a true progressive soybean man. And yeah, the conversation basically goes nowhere. Captain keeps trying to steal money from him. Apparently, there was a nice diverse gentleman off to the side who was trying to referee this event, and who was coming to attack B. Claymore. He mustn't know that B. Claymore is an ally to the progressive cause. I couldn't tell you what's going on there. It's like all these diverse people don't talk to one another or something. It's really shameful nowadays. Really shameful, the lack of communication that these communities have with one another. Anyway, on to the next part. So then Mr. Moore basically gives him his email address and says, look, just email me and I will send you the money. Captain Cummings, of course, then exclaims that he has already tried to get to him through his Kickstarter and whatnot. And of course, B. Claymore must have forgotten the Kickstarter password, hence the lack of updates and, the refunds and everything like that as well. I mean, it's the only explanation. And of course, we should believe a man like that. I mean, he lost all of the files for the Kickstarter with his computer. That's just some bad luck there, really, and that happens to us progressives quite a bit. Just a lot of bad luck, and us not being able to fulfill a lot of promises. I mean, happens to the best of us, really, the best of us. So anyway, basically offers him the money back. Captain is just not having any of it, and he storms off with his wife. Now, of course, there's a bit of a story here that B. Clay, after the video was turned off, maybe tried to call him a coward and whatnot. I do not believe any of it. Quite frankly, it is all absurd. It is all a lie, a ruse by the right-wing bigots, just trying to denounce us on the left, really. I think, a nice ally like B. Clay, he deserves to stay here. That $20,000, look, it probably went to a good cause. What do we know? What do we know, really, where the money went, huh? I mean, where else could it have gone but good cause? I mean, I wouldn't want to have any bigots in charge of that money. I mean, look at the, almost $400,000 that, Diversity in Comics has raised on this comic. Who knows where that's going to go? Probably blowing hookers. I bet. Not a comic. I haven't seen the comic yet. Watch that one. Watch that space closely. Now, there's also been some talk about, previously B. Clay Moore, wanting to resort to violence or goad diversity in comics into violence. And, this is just nonsense. That talk is just nonsense, really. I wouldn't pay any attention to that. And all the comparisons about, that's what he's trying to do to Captain Cummings to goad him. Completely ridiculous. You can see in the video, he is calm as a bell. Completely calm. That was not going to happen at all. So I just think that, we really need to leave B. Clay alone. I mean, clearly he's going to be trying to start a new comic soon, and I think we should all really support him. I mean, look, he may not have produced anything in the past and have no sign of producing anything in the future, but, he's an ally and he's got my trust. I know that I'll be donating almost everything I have to his cause, and look, if I get nothing back in return, at least I know the money has gone to a progressive cause. So let me know what you think down in the comments, my Colonel Comics clansmen, and until the next video, Colonel Comics, away!